Both Ripple and XRP have had a big year this year. I believe I already said it, we're still up over 700% when we look at how the price of XRP has changed in the last year. That number is likely to keep going up for a few more weeks. Also, there is still a lot going on with Ripple, even though XRP is out there. So there are lots of things we need to talk about. Have a seat and relax. Hey, thanks for joining the group, everyone. If you're not already a member, I hope you do by the end of this movie. Let's talk about Apex 2025 right away. Every year, this is the most important meeting for the XRP system. Of course, this is taking place in Singapore from June 10th to 12th. I think this is going to be a very big event because of the peaks for XRP in the past and now. In general, this is where a lot of things are announced, which is why I'm really excited about this one. There will be more than 60 events with live demos, hands-on training, and even 3 days of in-depth looks at the XRP ledger's most important new features. You own XRP, you should put this on your calendar right away. We can see Apex 2025 over here to get into this more. We see some things. The plan is live, which is the first thing we'll talk about, but I'd like to show you these donors. There really are a lot of big sponsors, and most of them are from the XRP group, which is why I'm really excited about it. Over 600 people showed up, and 88 guests spoke in 60 workshops. There were over 600 people at 2024. I will be sure to keep an eye on this one to see how many people show up and how many guests there are. The list of speakers, which can be found on the Speakers tab, already has a few names on it. It's good to know that their CSO will be there for them. This makes a lot of sense as money starts to build Wall Street too. Ripple is a step in that direction. They can use one of Ondo's already tokenized US Treasury items with the XRP ledger, of course. I love seeing that. But I know that Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz, and Monica Long are great Ripple speakers. In XRP Ledger, Comments, and Labs, there are also a lot of engineers and leaders from the XRP Ledger side. But there are a few other people here as well. This is just a long list of famous people from this area. That would be great to see. This is likely to be a big moment that you won't want to miss. I also think there will be news at this event, which is what everyone will be most interested in. That's not all, though. Lightning talks, workshops, and groups will also be held at Apex 2025 to talk about new ideas in Bitcoin. These will talk about AI communicating across chains, DeFi, and RWA tokenization. People who work in the business will talk about payments, while developers will talk about programmability, liquidity options, and oracles. Making deals and running things. Yes, it's going to be fun. Here is more information about how the day will go if you want it. A lot is going on. This makes me very interested in what will be talked about here. What is tokenization? You can see that when you click on the tokenization tab, in this room, a lot of people will talk about important things. In that case, I'm excited about it. It looks like this will be a great event. I already said that I think a lot will be said for and about the XRP scheme. Besides that, let's talk about the big news that Ripple shared not long ago. It all began in March. This is the first time we heard about this. These words come from Reese Merrick, who runs Ripple's business in the Middle East and Africa as its chief executive officer and managing director. We do have some very important news though. Finally, the DFSA has given Ripple the go-ahead to accept limited cryptocurrency payments in the DIFC. The speed and efficiency of a blockchain can now be used in one of the biggest trade and cross-border payment hubs in the world. Our friends at DIFC and the DISA deserve a lot of praise for being early adopters of new digital assets. With clear rules and more people wanting to use blockchain for transfers, Dubai is now the place to be. Let's go. As we already said, this is a huge market worth more than $40 billion, 0 cents. It's also a big market for Ripple because they are now becoming known in places around the world that want to use the blockchain system for payments. They want to be in places that are good for crypto, so that they can accept and use crypto-based payment ways in their banking system. The steps are being taken. Getting a license is the best way to do that. It's a big step for both of us and for Ripple. In response to that news, we have over here from May 1st, Africa and the Middle East are two of the most exciting places for companies to start using cryptocurrency, and Ripple is proud to be at the front of the pack. It's also very important that we're the first. The fact that they are the first blockchain-based payment service provider to be approved by the Dubai Financial Services Authority. They offer services like sending money between countries and keeping digital assets safe. And this is also from Reese Merrick. I hope YouTube doesn't stop this. I know they've done weird things with music and other things. Look it over. One of the best places in the world for company crypto to grow and be used is in the Middle East and Africa. The United Arab Emirates was one of the first places in the area to make the rules for the business clear. We're glad that the Dubai Financial Services Authority gave us permission to be the first payment service provider based on blockchain. Of course, that was Reese Merrick. That was just a note about it. If we go to the full website, on the other hand, we can see that the Middle East has a history of being the first to try new things in many areas. More recently, it has solidified its place in the world economy as a leader in using crypto solutions for finance. They do talk about how Ripple is adding companies all over the region to its main cross-border payment service, Ripple Payments, since it was the first licensed blockchain-based payments business. This licensing step makes it more normal for people in the Middle East to use digital assets in real life. Businesses and people will be able to use new banking services because of it. Payments, custody, and stablecoin solutions that banks, fintechs, and crypto businesses can trust are making this change happen. These solutions help them support and grow their plans for digital assets. Digital assets are also being used in a new way down here, slowly putting in place rules, new technologies, and a group of young people who are good with computers have made the Middle East a crypto hotspot. It already has the world's 7th largest cryptocurrency market. A lot of businesses and institutions have moved into the area, which means it will grow quickly. It is home to a number of important crypto and banking hubs. The UAE is the first country to regulate cryptocurrencies. This has made the country safe and good for business. This is bringing in world stars in blockchain technology who want to spend and grow. A lot of people in the Middle East also like modern things in general. 85% of business and finance firms in the area say they are more sure of digital assets now than they were 6 months ago. In the next 3 years, 97% of people think digital assets will have a big or very big effect on business. Now that more people are interested in this subject, we need safe places to keep our digital thing. Ripple did a study that found that 40% of business and finance companies in the MEA already have a way to store digital assets. 56% more say they will use it in the next 3 years. This is the best rate of adoption of any area that was looked at. This proves that people in the area want digital asset options that are good enough for firms. They also explain how this is making Ripple stronger in the Middle East, pointing out things like the fact that 20% of the company's users are in the area and the fact that the Ripple office will open in Dubai in 2020. After 2025, the Middle East will still be very important. With the DFSA's license approval, Ripple can now offer fully controlled cross-border crypto payments to companies in the UAE, which is a $400 billion 0 cents trade hub and one of the biggest in the $40 billion 0 cents global money transfer business. This means that more people in the area and around the world will be able to send and receive money more easily, quickly, and cheaply. In general, more and more people want to share and receive money with Ripple.